Okay, well, good morning, everyone. My name is Elia, and today we're going to do a Hatha Vinyasa class. So for this class, I wanted to focus on balancing mental pitta and releasing control by creating spaciousness and expansiveness in the body. So basically, in Ayurveda, we consider that pitta dosha is responsible for metabolic processes, but also including digestion, absorption, and assimilation. And it's also responsible for mental digestion. So basically, when we have an excess of pitta in our bodies, that can also manifest as self-judgment, self-criticism, obsessiveness, controlling tendencies, all of that. So today, to tackle this, we're going to focus on opening the body, specifically the side, and create expansiveness to release a little bit. So we're going to get started, finding a comfortable seat in Sukhasana, rooting down into your seat bones, lengthening the spine, dropping the shoulders back and down, lifting the crown up. And let's take a moment here to just notice how you experience yourself right at this moment. Starting to notice you sit on the mat, your hands on your knees, on your lap. Notice your skin. If there is any coolness or any heat. And begin to tune in with your breath. And observe how it feels today in your body. Where is it the most present right now? Now we're going to bring our awareness to Nabi Marma, which is the main Marma point located around the navel, the area around the navel. So you can just bring your awareness there, or you can place your hand into your belly. And start directing the breath all the way down into the abdomen. Starting to notice the rise and the fall of the belly and the chest as you slowly breathe. Starting to engage the diaphragm, slowing down the breath, and feeling the abdomen into the hand. You can also place your second hand into your chest as we're going to practice yogic breath today. So it's a breath that has 3 parts to it. So as you inhale, you're going to first of all feel all the way into the belly, lower abdomen. Feeling 1/3, then you move to the mid belly, feeling 2/3 of the abdomen, and all the way up to the chest. And as you exhale, you empty 1/3 from the chest, 2/3 mid belly, and 3/3 lower abdomen. So again, inhaling, slowly expanding into the lower abdomen, feeling the widening of the ribs as you're halfway through, and all the way up to the chest. Gentle, slow exhale from the chest to the mid belly, all the way into the lower abdomen. So find your pace here. Trying to focus on expanding the abdomen as much as possible on the inhale. And elongating the exhale till you can feel the relaxation response as we're stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. I'll take a few more moments here. How does it feel for you to create space into your abdomen? While we're doing a couple more rounds, I'd like you to think of something you're ready to let go of, or an area of your life where you would like to release control. And set this intention for the rest of the practice. And slowly relax your hands onto your knees, gently coming back to your natural breathing pattern. And we're going to start with a gentle warm-up of the neck. So you can slowly bring your chin down towards your chest. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. And draw your chin towards your right shoulder now, trying to keep the left shoulder drop down toward the earth. And we're going to move the head up and down very gently. Being mindful of the sensations into the neck. Slowly opening. On your next exhale, slowly swing your head toward the opposite shoulder, making sure that the right shoulder is pointing down toward the earth. And same movement, moving the head up and down. Slowly opening the right side of the neck, releasing tensions. And whenever you're ready, you can start making some circles with the head. Slowly opening the throat as the head is coming back and down. And creating length into the back of the head as the chin is pointing forward. Finding your own pace here. Being very gentle. And you can slowly switch direction. There's a mat already there. Good. And slowly come back to a neutral spine. Drawing again your attention to Nabi Marma. We're going to do some seated cat and cows. So on your next inhale, you're going to bring your chest forward, looking up. And as you exhale, move from the belly button, round the spine, and bring the gaze inward. So feel free to keep the eyes shut. And find again your own pace here, following the breath with every movement. Slowly expanding on the inhale. And on the exhale, we're coming inwards. The movement is initiated by the belly button. It can be as slow or as fast as you want to. Couple more. Really paying attention to the space that is created between each vertebra. So you're moving into one direction, into flexion, into extension of the spine. You can slowly bring yourself back into seated. And you can place a block if you need to into the left side. Place your hand or maybe your forearm into the block. And as you inhale, you're going to trace the right side of your body and bring your right arm all the way overhead. Be mindful of still pushing the right sit bone into the mat so you can feel the opening of the right side of the body, all the way from the hip to the rib cage to the right shoulder. So breathing here deeply. Engage Mula Bandha at the root of your spine, and as you inhale, come all the way back up and switch sides. So if you need a block, place it on the right side. Take a deep breath in, trace the left side of your body, and extend the arm overhead, making sure that you're relaxing the shoulder, that it's not shrink towards your ear. Slowly opening. Again, engage your core and inhale as you rise back up. Now you're going to slowly walk your hand forward and extend your spine. Rolling the shoulders back and down and maybe bringing the forehead into a block or directly into a mat. Focusing on elongating the spine, creating space again between each vertebra. Trying to keep pushing into the seat bones. Reconnecting to the breath. Take a deep breath in and slowly walk your hands toward the left hand side. Keep pushing into the right seat bone. Feel the opening of the right side of the body with every breath. Inhale again, back to center for one breath. And on your next inhalation, walk toward the right hand side. Slowly pushing the left seat bone toward the mat. Opening the left side of the rib cage. Directing the breath into the areas of the body that are still a bit contracted or tense. Inhale back to center. One last breath here. And when you're ready, slowly bring yourself back up as we're going to transition into tabletop. So coming into your hands and knees, hands right underneath the shoulders, knees hip width apart. And we're going to do some figure 8 here or some circles. So we're going to transition the weight from one knee to the next, moving to the wrist, feeling the sensations in the body as we're moving into one direction, slowly waking up the joints of the wrists. Feel free to close the eyes here if you want to connect to your body's intelligence. And slowly bring yourself to a neutral spine. We're going to switch direction, but first of all, we're going to pivot the hands so the fingers are facing inward. So be mindful, it can be a little bit intense for your wrist here. And we're going to switch direction. So moving from the right wrist to the left and to the knees. It can be circles, it can be figure 8. Slowly opening the forearms. Good. The end of your next exhale, come back to center, finding tabletop again. And slowly walk your hands forward until your chest reaches the ground. Maybe you want to use a block to support it. Coming into Anahatasana, puppy pose. So the hands are little cups into the ground. The shoulders are rolled back and down. We're creating space between the shoulder blades. We're elongating the spine. Good. Tailbone reaching up. Make sure that the neck is not strained. So you can bring the forehead into a block if you want to. And breathing here, creating space into the back. Would you like a block? Couple more deep breath here. And on your next inhale, bring yourself up. And as you exhale, slowly sink your hips toward the mat. Bend into your elbows and find prostration pose. So heart connected to the earth, arms extended forward and forehead onto the mat. Taking a few deep breaths here, moving the hips gently side to side, releasing any tensions into the lower back, the lumbars. Slowly setting the tone for the practice, making sure that we fully anchored into the breath. On your next inhale, open your arms wide to the side. And as you exhale, bend into your right knee and roll your right foot all the way towards your left hand, finding a nice shoulder stretch. Feel free to keep your right hand into the ground. Or if that resonates with you, maybe you want to place your hand into your belly, into Nabi Marma. Maybe doing some circular motions here. And breathing into the shoulder, breathing into the hip. One more breath. And as you exhale, slowly bring yourself back onto your belly. Arms extended to the side. Maybe relaxing the hips gently again side to side. Or pressing the pelvis forward and backwards. And when you're ready on your next inhale, bend into the left knee and roll into the right side, bringing the foot closer to the hand. And if you did so on the first side, maybe you want to place your left hand onto your belly. And on your next exhale, slowly come back into your belly. Bring your hands on either side of your chest. Push your pubic bone into the mat. And as you inhale, draw yourself up for Bhujangasana. So rolling the shoulders back and down, keeping the neck in alignment with the spine. Protecting the lumbars by activating Mula Bandha. And on your next exhale, slowly push yourself back into tabletop. So we're going to move into cow and downward facing dog. So as you inhale, tuck your toes and draw your chest down. Bring the gaze all the way up. As you exhale, lift your knees off the mat and push your hips all the way up, finding downward facing dog. You're going to do that a few more times. As you inhale, come back into your knees, opening the chest, gazing up. And as you exhale, push your navel toward the spine, round the back, and press yourself back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. So finding your own rhythm here. Inhale as you come back down. And on the exhale, maybe you want to let go a sigh, opening the mouth wide. Starting to release energy in the body. Nice. Couple more times at your own pace. Inhale forward, gazing up. And exhale as you push back. Nice. Next time you're in downward facing dog, stay there. And take a moment here to explore what your body needs. So maybe you want to pedal your feet a little bit. If the hamstrings are tight. I also like moving my hips side to side to release any tension in the glutes. So whatever feels good. Nice. And slowly finding stillness into the pose. Spreading the fingers wide into the mat. Distributing the weight between the bottom of the hands and the fingers. Arms stretched. Shoulders in external rotation. Creating space between the shoulder blades. And focusing on elongating the spine by bringing the tailbone all the way up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in through the nose, pushing the ground away from you. And as you exhale, lift a little bit higher. Nice. Feel free to let go with a sigh. Making sure that the head is relaxed. There is no tension in the neck. Good. And with your next inhalation, slowly bring your right leg up. As you exhale, bend into your right knee and find three-legged dog. Inhale, bring the leg back up. Exhale, draw the foot all the way back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bend into the knee. Open the hips slowly. Inhale again, leg up. Exhale, foot all the way back down. Inhale, extend the leg toward the ceiling. Exhale into three-legged dog. Stay in there for a few breaths. Trying to keep the shoulders square, the torso closed. And breathing into the back of your left leg here. Focusing on bringing the heel a little bit closer to the mat with every breath. Keep the core engaged. And on your next inhale, extend the leg back up. As you exhale, step forward with your right foot. Bring the left knee down into the mat. Sink your hips forward, engaging Mula Bandha by tucking the tailbone under. And as you inhale, bring your hands all the way up, interlacing your fingers and the two index fingers pointing toward the ceiling. Toksepana Mudra, the mudra of letting go. Take a deep breath in as you elongate the spine. And as you exhale, sink a little bit more forward, trying to relax the shoulders, creating space between the shoulders and ears. The head remains aligned with the spine. Take a deep breath in again, extending to the tips of your fingers. And as you exhale, you're going to bend into your elbows and bring your hands into reverse prayer at the back of the head. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale as you lift your breastbone a little bit higher. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together so you have a strong base. Slowly opening the front of the body. Take a deep breath in again. And as you exhale, bring your hands on either side of your front foot, maybe finding your blocks. Mine were a little bit far. Take a deep breath in again, elongating the spine. And as you exhale, we're going to move into Ardha Anumasana, extending the right leg, lifting the sole of the right foot, toes pointing toward the face. Take an inhale again to elongate, and as you exhale, draw the right seat bone closer to the mat. So make sure the spine remains long, the head remains aligned. If you want to go further, you can also bring your blocks down. Or maybe remove the blocks if you're really deep into the pose and pointing the fingers toward the back of the room. Wherever you are, keep your spine in check. And make sure the toes are flexed so the leg is engaged. Breathing into the back, the hamstring and the calf here. Couple more deep breaths. Make sure that you're releasing tensions with the exhale. And on your next exhale, step forward with your right foot. Place your left hand into the mat or maybe into a block. Lift your left knee off the mat. Inhale to elongate the spine. And on your exhale, twist the torso open toward the right side, extending the right arm all the way up. Try to keep your hips facing forward and pushing the left heel toward the back of the room so the leg is strong and engaged. Nice. Breathe your belly away from your thigh. Very good. Gaze up toward the top hands. One more deep breath. And on your next exhale, bring the left knee back to the mat. Circle your right hand toward the back of your left leg and bring the left arm all the way up. Take a deep breath in to extend the spine and exhale as you sink a little bit more forward. Make sure that you keep your tailbone tucked under. Mula Bandha is engaged, so we're not straining the low back. Nice. Relax the shoulder. Opposite arms. Good. It's another stretch. So sinking the hip a little bit more forward. And on your next exhale, bring your hands on either side of your front foot and push back into downward facing dog with the right leg pointing up. As you exhale, you're going to come forward on your tiptoes, finding a high plank with the right leg up, bending into your elbows, and Chaturanga Dandasana, coming all the way down. Inhale as you come up, upward facing dog, pushing into your hands, opening the chest. And as you exhale, push the navel toward the spine, roll on your tiptoes, and press back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep breath in through the nose. And long, slow exhale, extending the spine. If at any point during the practice you need to slow down, please find child's pose, coming into the knees. Make sure the head is hanging heavy. There is no pressure. There is space between the shoulders and ears. And on your next inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale as you slowly bend into the knee and roll the left hip on top of the right. Good. Inhale, extend the leg back up. Exhale as you bring the foot right down onto the mat. 2 more times. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend into your left knee and find three-legged dog. Inhale, extend the leg back up. Exhale, foot back down into downward facing dog. One last time. Inhale, extend the leg toward the ceiling. Exhale as you bend into your knee and find three-legged dog. Staying here for a few breaths. Pushing the ground away from you. Trying to keep the shoulders in alignment. Keeping the belly inwards. And slowly breathing into the back of your right leg. Visualizing the left foot going all the way toward the right shoulder. So the knee is pointing up toward the ceiling. Good. Nice. Now as you're opening the hip, try to keep the shoulders closed. Yeah. So you're doing that by keep pushing evenly into the hands. On your next inhale, extend the leg back up. And as you exhale, step forward with your left foot and bring the right knee down. Engage Mula Bandha. Sink the hips forward. And on your next inhale, find Anjaneyasana with Ksepana Mudra. So finger interlaced. Index fingers pointing toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen the spine. Exhale as you slowly come forward, relaxing the shoulders. Try to squeeze your inner thighs together. We really want a strong base. And we're using our center of gravity here. Inhale again to elongate. And as you exhale, bend into your elbows and find reverse prayer at the back of the head. On every inhale, we create space. And as we exhale, we sink forward and we lift the heart a little bit higher. Nice. Try to keep your hips in alignment. On your next exhale, draw your hands on either side of your front foot, finding your blocks. Deep breath in to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, gently extend the left leg, toes towards your face, finding Ardha Anumasana. Inhale again, creating length. Exhale as you draw the left seat bone closer to the mat, finding your own variation here, but making sure that the spine remains long and the head is aligned. Engaging the back of the leg. And breathing slowly. Nice, good variation. Very good. Try to keep your hips facing forward. Yeah, good. So you can stop here. Very good. Toes a little bit more like that. And now you can breathe into the back of your leg. One more deep breath here. Extending the leg a little bit more. And on your next exhale, slowly come back forwards into low lunge. Place your right hand into the mat or into a block. And as you inhale, lift the right knee off the mat, pushing your right heel toward the back of the room, extending the spine. And as you exhale, twist from your center and open your body to the left side, extending the left arm all the way up toward the ceiling. Pushing into your right hand to twist the torso open. Good. Hips are still pointing forward and the back leg is engaged. The whole body is strong and active. Deep breath in, pushing into the hand. And as you exhale, you open more. Nice. From the middle of your chest, you twist. One more breath. And as you exhale, slowly bring your right knee back down. Circle your left arm behind the back of your right leg and right arm all the way overhead. We take a deep breath in to elongate and exhale as you sink gently forward. Stretching the hip flexor here. Keeping Mula Bandha strong. Exhale as you bring your hands to frame your front foot and push back into downward facing dog with the left leg up. We're going to come into high plank with the left leg still up and Chaturanga Dandasana, finding a vinyasa, bending into the elbows, coming all the way down. Inhale as you rise up into Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and exhale as you slowly push back into downward facing dog. Using the breath here to let go of what is no longer serving you, to release tensions in the body. And even using the sigh to help calm down the nervous system. Hips up. With every breath, we're extending a little bit more. Nice. Visualizing the heels rooting down into the mat with every breath. One more breath here. And on your next inhale, everyone, come up on your tiptoes, bend into your knees, and step back or hop toward the top of your mat. Inhale into Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine, and exhale as you bow down completely, finding your variation of forward fold. So maybe interlocking the elbows, grabbing the back of your legs. You can also interlace your fingers and place your hands behind your head, elbows pointing out, and focusing on elongating the spine. So the elbows are pointing out. Yeah. And wherever we are, we try to bring the tailbone high. Bend the knees to remove any strain into the back. Take a moment here maybe to move side to side, to let the head hang heavy. Release tensions into the neck, the shoulders, into the jaw. And on your next exhale, place a block flat in front of you, in between your legs, in between your feet. And bring your left hand on top of it. Bend into the left knee. Take a deep breath in to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, twist the torso open, extending the right arm all the way up toward the ceiling. So pushing the ground away from you with your left hand and twisting the abdomen. You're welcome to stay here. You can also find a bind if it's part of your practice. Circling the right arm back and finding the inside of your left thigh. With every inhale, we lengthen the spine. With every exhale, we bend a little bit more into the left knee. And we open the chest a little bit more. Nice. Deep breath in again. And on your next exhale, slowly switch side, bringing the right hand flat into the block. Bend into the opposite knee. Inhale to extend the spine and exhale as you slowly twist the abdomen open. Gaze toward the top hand, or maybe you want to find a bind into that side as well. Grabbing the inside of your right leg. Push into your leg, into your hands to open the torso even more with every breath. And with your next exhale, slowly release, coming back into forward fold. Anchor into both feet, bend into your knees, and on your next inhale, slowly rise all the way up. One vertebra at a time, rolling out to standing. And coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. So come at the top of your mat, feet together, hip width apart. Anchoring into them, spreading the toes. Engaging your kneecaps so the legs are strong. Engaging Mula Bandha, the base of the spine, by bringing the pelvis forward, tucking the tailbone under. Nice. Now engage Uddiyana Bandha by bringing the belly slightly in and up. Roll your shoulders back and down. And engage Jalandhara Bandha by bringing the chin slightly down toward the earth, toward the heart. From here, you're going to move your hips slightly toward the right side and bring your left hand all the way down into your left thigh, maybe all the way to your knee. Tracing the right side of your body with your right hand and bringing the right arm all the way up. Keep pushing into your right foot. Keep engaging Mula Bandha to protect your spine and your lower back. Feeling the opening of the right side of the body. Keep the legs strong, pushing. Nice. Engage your core, and with your next inhale, rise back up. Switching side, right hand sliding down your right leg and bringing the left arm all the way overhead. Good. Pushing into the left foot, feeling the opening all the way to the shoulder. Keep the core strong, and as you inhale, rise back up. Exhale as you slowly come back into Tadasana, mountain pose. So adjusting the posture, breaking the hands into prayer in front of the heart. Taking a moment here to anchor back into your breath before we move into Surya Namaskara A. Feeling the sensations in your body, the contact with the ground, on your feet. Feeling the air on your skin. And with your next inhalation, bring your arms all the way up toward the ceiling, hands to touch. And exhale as you slowly come forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale into halfway lift, look up. And as you exhale, step back or jump into high plank, pushing the heels toward the back of the room, engaging the abs. And as you exhale, bend into your elbows, find Chaturanga Dandasana as slowly as possible. Inhale, as you slide forward into upward facing dog, opening the chest. And as you exhale, push your navel towards your spine, roll on your tiptoes, and press back into downward facing dog. Stay in here for 5 breaths. Maybe on the exhale, you want to stick your tongue out and let go with a sigh or with some sound. Nice. Good. Keep pushing the tailbone up, creating length into the spine. Very good. Make sure that the shoulders are in external rotation. Yeah. So now extend the spine. Good. Couple more deep breaths. With your next inhale, rise up on your tiptoes, bend into your knees, and step back a hop toward the top of your mat. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine, look up, and exhale as you bow down completely into forward fold. Bend into both knees, inhale as you rise all the way back up, extending to the tips of your fingers. Exhale into Anjali Mudra, hands in front of the heart. Taking one moment here to adjust your posture, rooting down into the feet, engaging the legs, activating all of your bandhas, directing the flow of prana in the body, focusing into the heart space. And with your next inhalation, float your arms all the way toward the ceiling. Exhale as you slowly come forward. Inhale into halfway lift, look up. Exhale as you step back or jump into high plank, engaging the whole body, pushing the shoulders back and down. With your next exhale, slowly come down into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale as you slide forward into upward facing dog. And with your next exhale, slowly push back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. So following the pace of your own breath. Few more breaths here. If at any time you need some rest, you can come into your knees. Make sure that you can still feel your breath. Couple more. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, come up on your tiptoes, bend into your knees, and step back or jump toward the top of your mat. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine and look up, and exhale as you fold into. Bend into your knees, inhale and come all the way back up. Hands to touch. Exhale into Anjali Mudra. So again, rooting down into your feet. Bring attention to your legs, your bandhas, concentrating the energy into the heart space. Anchoring into the breath. And this time you're going to move at your own pace and we will meet into downward facing dog. So whenever you're ready, please draw your arms overhead. Nice. Trying to maintain the plank a little bit, engaging the whole body. Very consciously coming down, feeling the sensations into your core, your legs. Inhale as you open, creating space into the front. Nice. Very good, very controlled. Amazing, everyone. Couple of breaths here. And with your next inhale, slowly bring the right leg up and exhale as you find three-legged dog. So focusing on bringing the left heel closer to the mat, opening that leg, and creating space into the right hip. Inhale as you extend your right leg back up. And as you exhale, step forward with your right foot, this time finding warrior one. So pivoting the left foot at about 45 degrees, bending into the right knee, keeping the hips facing forward, and inhale your arms all the way up, finding Sepana Mudra again, extending to the tips of the fingers. Exhale as you bend a little bit more into your front knee. Have a peek. Make sure that you can still see your right big toe. And with every inhale, we elongate. With every exhale, we come a little bit deeper. Keeping the legs strong, active. Relaxing the shoulders and focusing on our intention for the practice. What we feel ready to let go of. Gathering the strength. Make sure that you're engaging your core, protecting the low back. As we're going to move from here into Warrior 3. So you can either place your blocks on either side of your front foot, or you can remain in that position, bending even more into the right knee and leaning the chest over the leg. With your next inhale, push into your right foot and lift your left leg at about hip height. Toes pointing down toward the mat, trying to keep the hips square. And focusing on this long line of energy from the heel to the breastbone, to the crown of the head, even the tips of the fingers. Great, everyone. The key here is to keep the attention into the breath and the core very engaged. I'm going to do one more deep breath. Oops. Inhale through the nose, and on your next exhale, bend into your right knee and push back as you come into Warrior 2. So left foot pointing toward the long edge of your mat. Make sure that your heels are on the same line. Take a deep breath in to elongate the spine, arms on each side, and as you exhale, bend into your right knee. Finding Virabhadrasana B. So take a moment here to observe your body, starting with the feet, being very anchored into the mat, pushing into the arrow edge of the left foot. So you're engaging your left leg, the kneecap is engaged. Now have a check on your hips. Are they facing the side of the room? Make sure the tailbone is tucked, engaging Mula Bandha. Relax the shoulders a little bit. And bring the gaze to your middle finger, the right one, whichever side you're on. Good. As you inhale, you create length. As you exhale, you sit a tiny bit deeper, trying to relax into the pose. Very good. Nice. Nice, good. Take a deep breath in. And on your next exhale, slowly come into reverse warrior, bringing the left hand to your left leg and right arm all the way overhead, feeling the opening again of the right side of the body. Good. Keep the core engaged so the hips are facing that way. Yeah, good. Sink a little bit deeper. Make sure that you're bending into this right knee and that the foot is pointing toward the front of the mat. Yeah, good. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, come out of the pose and place your right forearm into your right leg, or maybe finding a block for Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. Drop the left arm down and bring it all the way overhead. And if it's part of your practice, maybe you want to find a bind here behind your leg, but make sure that you're still pushing your right shoulder into your leg. So you're opening the torso. Nice. Take a deep breath in to extend. Exhale as you bend more and you twist. Very good. Finding your own variation. The forearm can be on the leg, the hand can be on a block or on the ground. But make sure that you're still pushing into the back of your left foot so the kneecap is engaged. Very good. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, windmill your arms and bring your hands on either side of your front foot and push back into high plank for a vinyasa. We'll meet into downward facing dog. Extending the spine, lifting the tailbone high. If there is any variation that you'd like to do, please listen to your body. Nice. Slowly gonna prepare for the second side. So with your next inhalation, lift the left leg up toward the ceiling. Bend into the left knee and find your three-legged dog. Good. Keep the torso close. Breathe into the back of your right leg. Focus still on keeping the spine long. Inhale as you stretch your leg back up, and exhale as you step forward with your left foot coming into Virabhadrasana A. So right foot at about 45 degrees, heels on the same line. Bring your hips to face forward and inhale as you bring your arms all the way overhead, finding Sepana Mudra. Deep breath in, extending the spine. Deep breath out, bending a little bit more into the front knee. Make sure again that you're tucking the tailbone under, otherwise we're going to strain the lower back if we do that. So we want to focus on closing the pelvis. Anterior tilt. Nice. Feel free to adjust your posture. Trying with every breath to bring the hip a little bit more forward. Have a look at your big toe and adjust your posture if you cannot see it. Nice. Very good. Keeping the back leg strong. As we're slowly going to transition into Virabhadrasana C, so maybe putting your block on each side of your foot if you did so on the first side. Deep breath in, leaning the torso forward. And when you're ready, push your right leg off the mat and find the perfect alignment where the ribs come inward. The shoulders are relaxed. And the head remains in alignment with the spine. So bring your gaze down. Eso. Nice. The leg is a little bit too much high. Too high. Good. Nice. Here you're perfect. Very good. Breathing deeply here. Keep your focus on your breath. Make sure that the toes are pointing toward the mat and you're pushing against the wall with your right leg. Gonna do one more deep breath. Stay focused. On your next exhale, bend slowly into your standing leg and take a deep step back with your right foot. Open your arms as you come into Warrior Two. So right foot is facing the long edge of the mat. Heels are on the same line. Make sure that your hips are pointing toward the right side of the room. Inhale your arms wide to the side. And exhale as you bend a little bit more into your left knee. Gaze towards your left middle finger this time. Inhale to elongate. Exhale as you relax a little bit the shoulders. Focusing on the qualities of the warrior here. The gift of presence, the strength, equanimity. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly come into reversed warrior. Right hand towards your right thigh and left arm all the way overhead. Pushing even more into your left foot. Bending into the left knee. The left knee remains bent. Yeah. Push a little bit here. Good. Nice. Inhale to extend the spine and exhale as you sit deeper. Engage Mula Bandha, and on your next inhale, come back up, bringing the left forearm into your left thigh, or maybe finding a block. Draw your right arm down and all the way up toward the ceiling. visualizing this long line from the right side of your foot all the way up to the tips of your fingers. So we want a right straight line. If you did a bind on the first side, you're welcome to do so again, but making sure that the torso is open. Pushing the shoulder into the knee and the knee into the shoulder. One more deep breath, keeping the whole body strong and active. On your next exhale, unwind the pose. Place your hands on either side of your front foot and push back into high plank for a vinyasa. Few deep breaths into downward facing dog. Slowly stretching the arms. Bringing the torso a little bit closer to the legs with every breath. Opening the armpits. Lengthening the spine. On your next exhale, you can all come into your knees as we're going to find Balasana, Child's Pose. So opening the knees a little bit more than hip width apart, toes together, and extending the arms forward, relaxing the forehead on the mat. Taking a moment here to come back to the breath. Engaging diaphragmatic breathing to expand the capacity of the lungs. Relax the nervous system. And be more in touch with what's happening in our bodies. Quick check-in. One more moment here. If you feel the need to roll your forehead into the mat, add any gentle movements, please do so. And slowly with your next inhale, you can come back up to seated, to kneeling actually. Bringing your right hand into the mat, slowly coming out of the pose as you extend your left leg forward and bringing the seat bone right next to your right heel. So please let me know if it's a little bit too much for your knee. In that case, you can bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your thigh in Janu Shirsasana. Okay, good. So have your strap ready. So the left leg is engaged, the toes are pointing toward the face. And with your next inhale, rise the arms all the way up, extending to the tips of the fingers, creating space between the shoulders and ears. And as you exhale, you want to keep the length that you have found and slowly come forward. Good. So from here, you can grab your foot, or maybe you want to use your strap. Placing it right under the ball of your foot. Take a deep breath in again to extend the spine. And as you exhale, move a little bit deeper into the pose. Keeping the torso open, the shoulders back, the head in alignment with the spine. Trying to keep your hips in alignment. So come a little bit back up. You're a little bit too far into that. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Now I want you to lean against my leg. So the spine is very long and the head is in alignment. Good, like if you were seated against the wall. Now as you exhale, you come forward, but keeping this openness of the torso. Good. Nice. Keeping the leg engaged. Very good. The shoulders back. One more deep breath here. With your next inhale, slowly come all the way back up. And we're going to pivot, so we're going to grab the right ankle with the right hand and pivot the right knee toward the back of the room. Okay for everyone? Now you can place your block right next to your left knee if you need to. And we're going to draw the left forearm into the block or directly into the ground. And trace the right side of the body with the right hand and coming all the way up. Twisting the torso open by pushing the left elbow into the leg and the leg into the elbow. Good. If you're really deep into the pose, you can grab your foot with your right hand. Grab it like here. And now place your left hand into your hip. That one into your hips. So you can really twist even more. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. So you really want to open. Trying to keep the torso open. Good. You can also place your hand behind your skull so you can really feel the motion. Nice. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, slowly relax and bring yourself all the way back up. So place your right hand behind you. And with your next inhale, engage Mula Bandha and lift your hips off the mat, bringing the left arm all the way overhead for a variation of wild thing. Opening the torso, letting the head hang heavy. Opening the solar plexus. Good. Feel free to open the throat, letting the head come toward the back. And as you exhale, slowly come back down. Sit bones to the earth, extending the right leg forward this time. If you need to shake your legs a little bit, do so as we prepare for the second side. So the right leg is strong and active. The toes are pointing towards our face. And now we're gonna, it's the left leg, the right leg is extended. Bend into the left knee and bring your left foot right next to your left seat bone. So you're not seated into your heel, you're right next to it. If there is any tension into the knee, please find a variation. So have your strap ready. As you inhale, push into your seat bones, sit up tall, extend the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, slowly come forward, placing the strap right on the ball of your foot. Take a deep breath in again to elongate the spine a little bit more. And as you exhale, move a little bit deeper, trying to keep the chest open, nice, and the shoulders square. Trying to relax the face, to relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. So nice. Just want to invite you to use a block for your head, just for the forehead. Some small line. Try to keep the hips square. Nice. Very good. And you're pushing that foot into your leg so that both legs are strong. Very good. So make sure that you're not falling into one side. Try to bring the left hip back to the mat. So, very good. One last breath here. With your next inhale, slowly rise back up. Grabbing the left ankle with your left foot. And opening the knee toward the back of the room. If you use the block on the first side, you can place one right next to your right knee. Place your right forearm into the mat or into the block. And slowly trace the left side of your body with your left hand, bringing the left arm overhead or maybe placing the left hand right behind your skull. So you can really feel the sensation when you twist your torso open. The elbow being your indicator, pointing up toward the ceiling. Good. Make sure that the spine remains long and that the leg is strong and engaged. The toes are pointing up. Nice. If you're really deep into the pose, you can grab your right foot and slowly pressing into the left hip. Really close to your feet. It's right here. Yeah, exactly. Now with that one, you can place your hand right into your hip so you can open the side. Nice. Make sure that you remain open. One last breath. Make sure that you engage your core before you slowly rise back up with the inhale. Transitioning into the variation of wild thing. So placing the left hand behind you, tucking the tailbone under, lifting the hips off the mat, pushing the hips forward and extending the right arm all the way overhead. Again, pushing the navel out, creating space into the front of the body, letting the head hang heavy, relaxing the head and the jaw. With your next exhale, you can slowly come back down into the mat. Extend both legs forwards. Oops. Shake them a little bit if you need to. Now we're going to open them to the side for Upavishta Konasana. So removing the flesh from your sit bones. Maybe you want to find a block to help your pelvis tilt forward. And you can also, hopefully if you have still 2 blocks available, we're going to place 2 blocks right in front of us and place our hands right into it. So from here, we're going to do kind of a variation of cat and cow, but moving from the pelvis. So you can close your eyes, and as you inhale, you open the chest. As you exhale, you tilt the pelvis and you round the spine. So finding your own pace here, just to feel what it feels like in your body when you do internal and external rotation of the legs. Inhaling forward, trying to move from the pelvis, and then the torso follows. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed, the head aligned. Slowly opening a little bit more. Nice. One last one. And next time you reach back up, make sure that you're strengthening the spine. And you're going to come maybe keeping the hands into your blocks, or maybe coming all the way into your forearms. Maybe you don't need blocks, in which case you can remove them. Take a deep breath in, elongate the spine. Make sure the head is aligned with the spine. And as you exhale, try to open your legs a little bit more into external rotation. I'm going to stay here for a little bit, breathing into the hips. Making sure that the spine remains long. Push into your sit bones, into your forearms. Try to bring the spine long. So first we bring the spine long, then we come a little bit forward. Good. Make sure that you're not rounding the spine. Be gentle. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Again. Feel free to come deeper into the pose. You can place a block underneath your belly. Is that okay? Like that for your head. Take a deep breath. And relax. Nice, everyone. Keep breathing into the hips. Keep using the breath. Creating expansion into the body. Softening. Finding the nice edge when you can stay. And deepen with every breath. So inhale. And exhale. If it's too much, On your next inhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Going to do the counter posture. So bending into the knees, you can use your hands. And finding Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So soles of the feet together. You can draw your sit bones a little bit closer to your heels. Hands to the soles of your feet. Feel free to use blocks to support your knees if you need to. Take a deep breath in to lengthen the spine, pushing into the sit bones. And as you exhale, slowly open your feet and push your elbows into your legs and your legs into your elbows. So we try to keep the spine long here, and then we'll round the spine. But for now, we just go as far as we can with the long spine. Inhale as you slowly rise back up. And this time you're going to draw your feet a little bit away from you to come into diamond pose. So it's going to be easier to bring the crown of the head toward the feet. So we're rounding the spine all the way from the lumbars, all the way to the middle spine, the cranial, all the way to the top of the head. Coming inwards. Good. Take a deep breath in as you slowly come back up. Open your legs a little bit, placing your hands behind you, knees bent. So feet pointing out. And we're just going to drop one knee and the other inside. So one and then the left. Release tensions into the hips. Relaxing the psoas. Slowly come back to neutral. Extend your legs forward. And come into a laying position into your mat. So relaxing the sacrum into the mat. Sinking heavy. And slowly bringing your right knee up to your chest. Interlace your fingers and place your hands onto your knee. Take a deep breath in to elongate the spine. And as you exhale, draw the knee a little bit closer to the middle of the chest. Breathing into the groin. The bottom of your next exhale, open your arms wide to the side. Inhale to elongate and exhale as you slowly roll your right knee all the way towards your left hand for a spinal twist. So maybe you want to place a block underneath your knee so you can keep your right shoulder blades anchored into the mat. You're free to roll your head into the opposite direction. It's going to be a little bit more relaxing. Take a deep breath in. And relax. Okay? Okay, again. Take a deep breath in. And let go. One last one. Take a deep breath in. And exhale as you slowly relax. Nice. Twisting a little bit more. Again. Very good. One last one. Slowly expanding. And gently releasing. Can bring your left hand to your right knee, to your right leg. Really keep pushing. As you exhale, slowly roll back onto your back. Extending the right leg forward, and this time bringing the left knee up to the chest. Wrapping the knee with the hands. Trying to bring it closer to the breastbone. Inhale as you expand your arms to the side. And exhale as you slowly roll into the right side, bringing the left knee to the ground or to a block. And trying to keep the left shoulder blade anchored. Few more breaths here. Take a deep breath in. Slowly relax. Nice. Couple more times. Inhale. And let go. Last one. Very gently bring yourself back into your back. And exploring if there is any last posture that you would like to do. Maybe hugging the knees toward the chest. Quick happy baby. Setu Bandhasana, whatever feels good. And slowly bringing yourself into Shavasana. Laying down on the mat. If you like a bolster to support your legs, let me know and I'll bring you one. We're going to take a moment here to relax each and every part of the body so we can slip into a state of pratyahara, throwing of the senses, starting with the toes, relaxing them one by one. Moving to the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet, relaxing your ankles, your shins, and your calves. Slowly softening the knees, the thighs. Letting your hips melt into the ground. Knowing that you are supported. Slowly relaxing the fingers one by one. inside of the hands, and the tops of the hands. Relax your wrists and your forearms. Relax your elbows. Release tensions in your shoulders, in your neck. Slowly relax your jaw by opening the mouth slightly. Soften your face muscles, your eyebrows, and the space between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead. And even your scalp. As we're taking the next few moments to let our bodies and nervous systems fully integrate all the benefits of this practice. Completely surrendering to what is, letting go. And slowly invite the breath back in. Coming back to the body. Maybe bringing some movement to your toes and your fingers. free to find a stretch if you need to. When you're ready, you can roll into one side. The right side if you'd like some energy, and the left side if you'd like to remain calm. Taking one more moment with yourself here. Knowing that you are safe to let go. And in your own time, you can slowly come back up, finding a seated posture. Bringing your hands to your heart space, bowing the head toward the heart as a gesture of surrender. Slowly reconnecting to your intention. If that resonates with you, maybe you want to bow toward the earth. Thank you everyone for practicing with me today. Gracias. Namaste.